Hey there, I want to tell you about a great fundraiser that took place back in July 2007. But this fundraiser was able to be part of an historic event, the premiere of the new Harry Potter flick, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. On Saturday, July 14, 2007, at Hollywood Boulevard Movie Theater in Woodridge, Illinois, the Rotary Club of Woodridge, as well as several Rotary clubs in the Chicagoland area, put on a very special fundraiser for NCLO, No Child Left Out in Cambodia. This fundraiser included a special showing of the new Harry Potter picture, with all the proceeds going toward the NCLO. Thanks to Ted and the folks at Hollywood Boulevard, the Rotary clubs of the Chicagoland area was able to raise a lot of money for NCLO. NCLO, No Child Left Out of Cambodia, is a great organization providing vital resources such as clothes, food, education, games, etc. for these very special children living in Cambodia. This was a great event indeed, a chance to see the new Harry Potter movie with tickets just $6 each and all proceeds going to NCLO. Plus, James and Oliver Phelps, who portray Fred and George Weasley in this and all Harry Potter movies, made a special appearance. They had a chance to meet their public and sign autographs and take pictures. Also, the Rotary clubs in the Chicagoland area were giving tickets away to the film to some special kids who would have trouble seeing the movie otherwise. Rich Moore, president of the Rotary Club of Woodridge, tells us about this fundraiser and NCLO.
NCLO stands for No Child Left Out, and it's a group of orphanages out of Cambodia. These are small little orphanages, not orphanages as you might think of them from a standpoint of many kids. In Cambodia, there are children on the streets, and there's 2 or 3 Americans that started up these small orphanages trying to gather, like in a community way, 10 or 12 or 15 kids and give them housing, give them clothing, give them education, take them off the streets, take them out of the crime sector. And a couple of our fellow Rotarians know some of these people who have started the NCLO project, and they were looking for funding. So in order to get this funding, we reached out to several Rotary clubs, Mike. We reached out to Downers Grove, we reached out to Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Westmont, and Woodridge, of course. And these clubs all got together and decided to do this fundraiser. And the way it worked was this way. We had Ted, who owns Hollywood Boulevard, make available 1,000 seats. He donated the proceeds from the sale of these tickets to go 100% to NCLO. All right, so what happened is that these Rotary clubs took these tickets and we sold them to our members, or we bought them individually. In our club, we bought $1,200 worth of tickets, or 200 tickets. And basically what we did is we gave these tickets away to people in our community who were needy, people that maybe would never get an opportunity to see the Harry Potter film. And for example, we donated many of them to the resource centers, some to the libraries, some to schools, some to homeless shelters. And the event was very, very successful. Out of 1,000 tickets that were purchased, about 700 people showed up. And 100% of this money, the $6,000, is going to go to NCLO. The way that we're going to do this, though, Mike, is we're going to submit a matching grant to the Rotary Club District 6450, and they will do a 50% matching grant. And then we're going to go ahead and submit it to the International Foundation and see if they'll match another full grant, which would be a full $6,000. The end result might be as much as $15,000 to be sent off to NCLO. These monies will be put forth, and making sure that when the Rotary Club donates those kind of dollars, that they're specifically going to be for a purpose, whether it be for food or for shelter, for clothing, and a club on the other end will make sure that the monies are used appropriately. So all in all, the end result of this is a win-win. On a global basis, we have helped to house and to nurture children in another country that is still war-torn. On a local basis, we helped our own community by providing some tickets to children who could not afford and families who could not afford to see the Harry Potter film. So in general, it's a win-win, and we're very grateful for Ted and for his sponsorship of this event.
James and Oliver Phelps, who portray Fred and George Weasley in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, speak to me about the film and such. Well, we're back, and I now have the extreme pleasure of being joined by Oliver and James Phelps, who actually portrayed the Weasley twins in the movie Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, as well as all the Harry Potter movies. And first of all, what can we expect from this movie? Is there anything different? Is there anything unique? What can we expect from this movie?
I think there's a lot more special effects in this one than the last one. It's a little bit darker, but there's still some good comedy moments in there as well. So a bit of everything, really.
Right, Dan. I understand that you've been in the movies for 7 years, and I guess the question is, how did you get this role? How did this all get started for the both of you as your brothers? How were you actually cast as twins then?
Well, basically we were casting because we were twins anyway. But we went for an open audition just out, on the off chance that we make it in a film. It's a day off school. Got to go for an audition in a big film. Why not? So we travelled about 200 miles away from where we lived to a city called Leeds in England. And we got there, was about 3,000, all ages going for all different roles. This hotel, huge, and we all took a raffle ticket. And about 2.5 hours after waiting, we did our pit, went into a room and read our lines, and then we got called back about a week later to go and meet Chris Columbus, who was directing the Sorcerer's Stone, and David Hayman, the producer. And then about 5 or 6 interviews after that, we went for a screen test, which is on the set and meeting all the crew. And then a week after that, we got the part. So quite the mad summer.
Rich Moore, president of the Rotary Club of Woodridge, tells us more about it.
A Rotary Club theme this year is Rotary Shares. And this is our way of reaching out to not only our community, but reaching out around the world and having made some type of an impact on people, not only in our community, but all around the world. It's a great organization. It's a great club. You meet every Tuesday at noon at Seven Bridges. Have your guests please join us in for a free lunch if you come on out to see us.
For more information about NCLO, the Rotary Club of Woodridge, and or Hollywood Boulevard Theater, please take note of your screen.